And the major problem, I think I have to come close so you can see the expression of my face. What was that baby bomb?
What?
I understand the ojukokoro aspect where you see someone's food and then you want to like maybe take 1 or 2 scoops from it.
She ate the food finish.
Man. Now. I just want to justify it.
Okay, let's go.
Adébísí, kí ló fẹ́ kú?
Máa yìí ti sọnù kò mọ náà lé mọ́.
Báwo?
Máa ń tẹ̀wọ́ yìí.
Kọ́mẹ́dì fíìmù ló ń wò ó.
Èèyàn dáadáa ni kò yẹ kó jó òun. Gbogbo àwọn èèyàn tó ń pàdé èèyàn burúkú ni wọ́n júwe ọ̀nà lé fún. Ṣọdẹ dábẹ́.
Ọlábísí, ṣé wọ́n ókè ṣá? Fíìmù tí wọ́n ń wò yìí tó ń sunkún sí. Kọ́mẹ́dì gidi mà ní jẹ́ pé nígbà tí mò ń wò mò ń yí lẹ̀lẹ̀ báyìí mò ń rẹ́rìn-ín. Kí ló fa ẹkún nínú tó ń wò yìí? Àbí nǹkan ní iṣẹ́?
Ikú máa nílé ìkókó ni ò dá. Gbogbo yẹn fi ń ṣe ẹ̀yẹ tó rẹ́rìn.
Ó ti yé mi. Báwo má tó ti gbọ́?
Mo fẹ́ mọ nǹkan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀. Mo yóò máa mọ̀ náà lé ẹ̀
ó máa mọ̀ náà lé níṣẹ́ lókè. Ó ti gbọ́. Àwọn máa mọ̀ àpò àtúntà ẹgbẹ́ kan sí níyàrá rẹ̀ torí ìyẹn báyìí. Wàá máa jó wàá máa rẹ́rìn. Ó ti gbọ́ eléyìí ò dáa. Ó ti gbọ́ pẹ̀lẹ́. Aya mi.
Iṣẹ́ mọ́ mi.
Pẹ̀lẹ́. Ẹ kí ló fẹ́ àbúfẹ́ nǹkan mi? Ẹ kí ló fẹ́?
Bisikíìtì àti sweet.
Bisikíìtì àti sweet. Lówó ẹ̀jẹ̀ sí. Máa gẹ̀ẹ́tì.
Ṣé lálẹ́ yìí má?
Máa lọ gẹ̀ẹ́tì ẹ̀ ṣe ti gbọ́. Máa lọ sókè. Máa wá bẹ́ẹ̀. Ṣé bí sweet àti bisikíìtì ni? Máa wà. Kí ni kì í tó gbé yìí? Ìwọ ọmọ yìí. Ọlọ́run mi ò. ANISINWIN eléyìí o.
Yeah, so today we're talking about ANISINWIN, produced by Jumoke Odetola and directed by Tunde Angela. Some of the cast members include Jumoke Odetola, Ayola Iya, Lola Idije, Shine Shine Lady, and so on. My overall impression of the movie is that it was a nice movie. If I were to rate it over 10, I think I'll give it a 6.
I did better. I'm giving it a 7.
I think I'll give it a 6. What would you give it?
Like, I guess I'm doing better. I'm giving it a 7.
7, right? So a quick summary of the movie. It's about a lady who got pregnant and developed what is called prenatal psychosis, which made her pregnancy journey really challenging. And essentially, the movie shows how she and her family were able to sort of manage the situation, manage or not manage, in quotes, the situation until she put to bed. I think that it was a very laudable effort for them to have, even written a story to talk about something that a lot of people may not know about. I did not know about prenatal psychosis until I watched the movie. I didn't know about it. And even when I watched the movie and saw that, because I saw ANISINWIN, I didn't know what it meant. And then I remember it was at the point where I was reading the subtitle. I think when Lola Idije was talking to, that's the mother-in-law was talking to the wife about, there was a scene, where they were having like some interaction.
In the kitchen. That must have been in the kitchen.
Exactly. Yeah, the kitchen one. Yeah, I think so.
Was it when she said she wanted to eat the burnt rice?
Yes. I think it was around that time. After she poured the grandma's, the mother-in-law's eggs.
Burnt fried egg away.
So yeah, I saw the subtitle and I was like, oh, interesting. Then I went to do a bit more research about it. Obviously, not an in-depth research, just a little bit of research on Google. And I realized that I wasn't even able to find prenatal psychosis. That's how unpopular I would say it is. The more popular one is postpartum psychosis, that it happens after the woman has put to bed. The one that happens during pregnancy, I noticed from the little research I did that it is not so popular. So it's a really good thing that they did a movie around this phenomenon. But I had 1 or 2 issues with how they with how they delivered it. one or two issues. Before I delve into that, let me hear your own overall impression, of the movie.
Okay, like you said, I think one of the reasons why I'm rating the movie 7/10 is the fact that they really introduced perinatal psychosis, because it's something I've never heard before, never have.
Yes.
And it's more like something that is relatable in a way, in as much as, like you said, some of the moments in the movie felt like they went overboard. Until I got to the end of the movie, I realized that they weren't really going overboard, but some places they did.
Yeah.
Because after I went through, I have to check. After I went for prenatal psychosis, then I was seeing psychotic symptoms as women experience hallucination,
delusions,
night thinking, or unusual behaviors.
Yes.
Then we have mood disturbance, onset during pregnancy, symptoms typically develop during pregnancy, often in the late second or third trimester.
Yeah.
I just feel like the regular pregnancy symptom is like craving, looking
exactly, and just maybe like tantrums, just very irritable. But that one was like another level.
Yeah, and I think it's a lot actually. It's a lot and it's appreciated.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. I do agree with you. I think they really tried, honestly. They tried to really portray that overboardness, if I can put it that way. Like, it is not the regular pregnancy mood swing. It is, and when I was reading about it, I saw like they described it as a medical emergency, and I saw that the broader term perinatal psychosis. It's the broader term for whether it is during or after and all of that. Like, it entails a lot, some of the things that you mentioned. So I think that most of the overboardness that they tried to depict in the movie was warranted. I mean, that's the whole point of that's what story writing is about. Go wild, go wild or go home. Just express yourself. Go out or go home. Just do whatever it is that you think would really drive the point home. So I really love the team and Jumoke Odetola, for writing such a beautiful story. But some of the issues I had, let me start. There are a number of them. So let me start with the part where they realized they were pregnant, right? So it was after the first scene, I think, where she parked the car by the roadside and was just playing with some kids, and someone thought she was sorry. For people who haven't watched it, there will be a couple of spoilers. There will be a couple of spoilers.
But we'll try to
actually.
We'll try as much as possible.
Exactly. We'll try to reduce it. But I believe you should still see the movie. Spoilers or no, still see the movie. So she parked the car by the roadside, play with the kids, and then someone thought she was a kidnapper, which makes sense. I mean, in the Nigeria of today, don't lose guard. Just like the videos you've been doing recently, don't lose guard. So understandably, the guy thought she was a kidnapper. Then he assaulted her, and the next scene, understandably again, she was in the hospital with her husband, and then she had a bandage on her arm. I'm actually glad for one thing. Most Yoruba movies, I joke about that thing with JB. Most Yoruba movies, the bandage is on the head. It's lawani. I don't know why. No matter the accident, the bandage is always on the head. Even if it's leg that they use and injure, is on the head. But moving on, the bandage was on the arm. So that was nice. It was something different to see. And then, the husband is castigating his wife. Like, why would you do that? Like, that doesn't make sense. And the doctor is like, it could have been worse. But don't worry. The baby is fine. And the mother, like, which baby? The moment I heard that part, I was like, wait, is that really how these things work? I do not believe so. Again, I'm not an expert, but I don't believe so. Because before anybody runs a pregnancy test on a woman, they must know that, okay, pregnancy test, not fair run. Like, they won't just tell you, okay, if someone, like, the context was she had an injury, I don't think they would have drawn her blood to treat her for that injury. She had a bandage on her arm.
And it wasn't like she fainted or maybe she passed out.
So how did we get there? How
they
did
skip,
we...
skip those parts. They skipped those parts.
They wanted to go straight to the point.
It happened behind the scene.
Behind the scene. That's a very good explanation. Let me not overbeat the issue, but that part was just, I mean, at what point did they collect either the
And I think that part really always happened very well in Yoruba movies. And not even not let us see Yoruba movie where you don't know something takes you to the hospital and then you hear
something, and they run tests. They must run tests before they know that you have. And then another question that came to my head was, is that their family doctor or a doctor? Because normally in Nigeria, you can just go to any doctor, like a malaria, just go to, walk into any clinic, right? Or you have a doctor that you regularly see. The vibe I got was that he's a family doctor. Vibe, I don't know, right? If he's a family doctor, how do you not know that they were not aware that they were pregnant? Like, if you're the family doctor,
what if she used one of those trips in the house, one of those days when she missed her period? Let's just assume,
how did the doctor know?
To justify this. See, I'm just trying to justify these things. Like,
it's not justifiable.
What she missed her period one of those days, and then she's like,
even she was shocked.
Yeah,
shocked. The husband was shocked. Everybody was shocked. The second beef I had with the movie, right, was she was exhibiting all the symptoms that everyone knew was overboard. It wasn't the regular, pregnant woman.
Pregnancy symptom that we all know.
Pregnancy, exactly. And it seemed like no one did. They tried. The mother-in-law invited say prophetess to come and pray the demon away. I understand.
What was the need?
Exactly right. What was the need? A lot of things happened in the days of our forefathers that they didn't know, like sickle cell. It was termed abiku, a lot of things like that happened that now we have medical explanations for, but then there was no explanation whatsoever. So it was understandable then that, people would try very many different things. This is a man who seems to have a lot of money. Before she got pregnant, his wife would take his card and buy gold ring, buy gold jewelry, go to spa dates. He had that kind of money. This is a man who, when his wife suggested she wanted to go on a vacation, he was like, okay, where do you want to go? Is it London? Is it Canada? He has money. So tell me why he did not think to go to his doctor to discuss the symptoms. And the more annoying part, there was one scene. The guy called the doctor and he was like, oh, doctor, understand. We didn't hear the doctor's side of the conversation, but he mentioned that, which was interesting. He knew it was something that he should probably talk to the doctor about. And then all I heard was, okay, doctor, eshe motibo. And that was that about the doctor saying. Why did they not explore that further? This is something that is termed a medical emergency. If a lot of research did go into the condition before they did the movie, before they wrote the story, I think that it is something they should have actually leveraged. It is an emergency. She was doing very absurd things. Drop from, decide that, she doesn't want the driver to take her, go and enter keke. Keke is not that safe in that condition.
For someone who is acting like that.
Who is delusional? It isn't safe. Then the driver goes home and says, oh, Madame Tisonu.
The end of the movie was where they actually talked about prenatal psychosis. I think I would have loved if they had brought it in the middle.
God bless you. Yes.
Instead of taking it to the end.
Yes, and then it was just like a voiceover. They could have
but people like us that we see movie and we are always angry in between.
Exactly.
Like, what was happening?
Exactly.
Like, make us understand why we are having to see all this play out. Not take us to the end.
God bless you.
You get?
Mm-hmm.
And the major problem, I think I have to come close so you can see the expression on my face. What was that baby bomb?
What? They could have bought a pregnancy. There's this pregnancy bomb thing that they sell.
In fact, it is everywhere. It is everywhere.
That one addicts me.
You would always have to use it.
It addicts me. I'm like, wait, what? The thing be like semicircle, like oval. I could say
the one thing about that pregnancy, it's always having a new shape every time.
Oh,
there was a time it was almost here. Good.
No, but
there was a time it had this. I don't even know the shape to call it.
I think that was tacky. They could have done better. They acted perfectly, you know.
Very, very.
They could have just
Very,
tied it
very.
in. The little
It wasn't
thing,
rowdy.
the little
No
thing.
plenty cast. Everything was going on well, fine.
No unnecessary gate man scene, but there was unnecessary driver scene. They didn't have unnecessary gate man scene, but they had a little bit of unnecessary driver scene. But we forgive them.
You know where the driver scene became very stupid for me was when he first called the driver. When she said she wanted to go out, and I didn't even know it was a driver because the conversation was more like it was trying to plead
Exactly.
your wife and then he ended up being a driver. Are you trying to say that your driver will talk to you anyhow? Exactly. They should stop this in Yoruba movies.
Apart from that, you're driving the madam and you're singing, you're making noise. Like, I don't know. I know that some people.
That's what I'm saying. That they do this a lot in Nollywood movies where their drivers are always very comfortable. It's not realistic.
Gateman, omodo. I know these people can have their excesses, but it's not like this. Make it make sense. That was I had an issue with that too. It was just making noise in the car while he was driving. That was after he he spoke to his oga in a very funny manner. Then he was driving the oga madam. He was misbehaving, and that scene. Yeah. I had to look at
Madam Siwaja.
Like somewhere. I had to look at the timeline of that second. I think it was the second scene. It was, I think that driver scene, that whole the driver picked that. I think it took 15 minutes or so. I think that was too much. Like, they could have just told this, whatever story they wanted to tell in that part, like shocky and move. Like, that's one beef I think I have with Nollywood movies. They have this very quality thing they want to, like, this is either funny or educated, something that you can enjoy, right? They have it, but then they overstretch it. Like, why am I watching?
It gets boring at the end of the day.
Why 15 minutes for what? Why? Apart from that, another unrealistic thing, the keke scene.
I know that it's unrealistic, but I think at the end of the day, when they now said prenatal psychosis, I feel like I want to hear people's opinions seriously.
Yeah.
I want to know if we've had any person or if we've had people that actually went through, maybe not this extreme, or something similar.
Yeah, I agree with you. But I think the beef, specific beef I had with that scene. I'm trying to be careful with my words. The specific.
I'm trying to, as you're saying, I'm trying to like picture what happened again, and it's funny again.
It is. The specific beef I had was Nigerians are hustlers, not even in this economy. Time is money.
Yeah.
Time is money. I understand compassion. I understand wanting to be kind. But first, this pregnant, I know that people, if you're a kind person, you just number one, you want to be kind to everybody. Number two, more especially if they are pregnant or you just see that they have or they need help, you want to be kind, compassionate. Very important. But yes, she's pregnant. Then she tells you, oh, she wants to buy water. She wants to buy water from a specific person. She wants to buy water. You eventually stop. And then she's by the I think that in this hustle economy, the keke man would have been like, oh, Emma, worry.
You
would have left her.
I'm not even bother taking money from her.
God bless you.
Let me also.
God bless you. That would be his own compassion, his own point of, okay, he had other passengers. They were delaying the other passengers. Like, I don't know which keke man or which hustler in the Nigeria of today. I'm not saying don't be kind. I'm not saying don't be compassionate. I just felt like that scene was, I don't know, it was too drawn out. And I think that's all the beef I had with the movie. And,
that's all the beef care.
How
have you forgotten Mommy Lola? Let me use Mommy Lola DJ. How have you forgotten her scene?
Oh my
God. Like I said, I understand the Ojukokoro aspect where you see someone's food and then you want to like maybe take 1 or 2 scoops from it.
She ate the
But
food
mommy,
finish.
ẹ parí oúnjẹ ẹni, man. Ẹ parí ẹni now. Ẹ jẹ́ tó wá justify it.
Wọ́n ti ẹ̀ tún
Why?
ṣẹ́kù díẹ̀ fún ọmọ ọlọ́mọ tí ò tí jẹun.
You get.
That was a very
Why?
I mean, for the what was that? Well, for the mother-in-law, obviously, not for Mama Lola Edije, for the mother-in-law, Iwa Ojukokoro, Iwa. Yeah, there was one word that Iwa Agbaya.
Yeah, that was what the guy said. Now.
Because what was that?
But I felt you know what? When I was thinking about that scene, I felt like they were looking for a way to introduce her into the movie.
Yeah.
Without bringing her in as the mother-in-law at first.
Yeah.
Showed, you know.
Yes.
That was why they had that first scene, and another one where she was on the, I think,
at the bar. Yeah.
Bar, yeah.
It's nice that they didn't make her whole life just about, oh, she's a mother-in-law. It's interesting that they did that. It's interesting that they did that. But anyway, I see Mama Lola Edije, I know there's going to be chaos. I just know there's going to be chaos.
That's why I said they needed a way to introduce her into the movie, different from being a mother-in-law.
Yeah.
Like exhibiting who she is.
Yeah.
Character she always portray in movie. I think that was just it.
But I think that Nollywood producers, directors can do better. Keep these scenes a bit short, not too short. Like there's this middle point. Like it's a sweet spot. Once you get to that point, move on. Because if something is now dragging, like I've seen movies
it gets boring, actually.
It gets boring, and you're repeating the same thing. Like where Mombuyon since
you're trying to run mad and you're doing it within 5 minutes, you're still on it. 2-3 minutes, run mad and let's know that you're crazy and let's end it there.
God bless you. It keeps the intrigue. It keeps you interested in what is going on in the entire movie, in the person's character and all of that. But anyways, that's that. Another thing I think I remembered, yes, Shine Lady. I didn't even know her before. Well, I think she's the one that I'm like, what was that wig on Shine Lady's head? I don't know if it's synonymous to her character as Shine Lady. I don't know.
Okay, it's because you don't know her.
I don't know her. I guess I'll check more about her. I don't know.
Let me, since you don't know her, let me do the introduction for you. When you hear Shine Ladies, Ibujo Kokowa lo Jewa Logun.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's it. So it's more like she started on TikTok too as a trend thing where the wig is like a signature.
Okay, me.
Where anything our husband is doing, we are going to accept it. Ili Okowa Pomola Manje, Stress Oko, so the wig is like a signature, and Shine Ladies Club is their signature. So
I when I was checking the cast and I saw Shine Lady, I'm like, Shine Lady, but I figured she was the one because I think she's the only new person that I don't know, that I hardly see in movies, and I was like, oh, okay, Shine Lady, interesting. But I didn't check more about her. I should have actually. That now it's putting a lot of things into context, because I was just like, what is this wig? You wig or
it's just like seeing someone like I don't know if you know this guy, Eric.
Oh yeah.
It's just like seeing Eric in the movie. What are you going to expect? It's going to be everywhere, picking stuff and all that.
Yeah, or seeing Mama Tao, a signature stuff and Oyemi. Yeah.
Plenty bad goals.
Yeah, that makes sense. But one other, not a beef, but it was just like, come on. The scene where Shine Lady was talking to the wife when she went to her house for vacation. And she collected rice. She collected rice from the neighbor. And then she was eating the rice. Shine Lady came in and was like, what are you eating? Where did you see rice and everything? She was like, Oni to sheshe baja ton. To ba fi poison sinu oúnjẹ yìí. Ṣé mo pé?
And she was still eating it.
That's ìyẹn gangan. You are saying poison le wa no. You're saying o sheshe baja ton. Kò yẹ kó máa jẹ oúnjẹ.
The fact that she even thinks that one if you poison, lo ṣe kó lè tètè jagba. She mentioned that person's phone.
You're still talking for 2 minutes. You're telling me, oh, the job mark by me. Oh my God. She now waited after begging, that she now collected the food. I'm like, Toba Makuatiku now. Atiku now. But yeah, that I think there are a lot of funny scenes, very, very funny scenes. I had a lot of laughs, which is not something I tend to do with Nollywood movies on YouTube. Most of them I'm irritated than, excited or amused. There was this point where she said, Irú ibùjókòó tí kò sí chair. Ṣé ibùjókòó ni? Like, no.
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
I
this is
remember
nice.
that.
I love that part. There are a lot of other like funny scenes here and there. Overall, yeah, I think I would still let me give it 6.5, Sha. Let me move it up a bit. 6.5
You
over
move
10.
it up or you just want
Yeah.
to join me? 7/10.
I said let me be close to you so that Konewa, too far.
Okay.
But
So
yeah, I think it's yeah.
okay. I get. But overall, for me, it's a very good movie.
Yep.
It's a very, very good movie. It's relatable, and the fact that it is relatable and it creates awareness where you think one is being extra because they're
Yes.
pregnant. So
Yeah.
it gives you room to like find out, make research instead of having. Everybody feels like the mentality is a pregnant woman should have events. A pregnant woman should either be
Exactly.
sleeping off food,
And might
sleeping
even
off
behave
tiredness and all that.
unusually, yeah.
Yeah, that's like what everybody's expecting.
Yeah.
But the fact that they went outside that and it still made sense to something that could actually happen.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah. I agree. I completely agree with that.
ibùjókòó náà dà ṣé ibùjókòó lélẹ̀ àárín chair jókòó wọ́n gbé fóòmù síbẹ̀ wọ́n pè é ibùjókòó. ibùjókòó tí ò ní chair is that one that ibùjókòó.
And that's a wrap on today's gist about ANISINWIN.
If you loved it, hated it, or just want to argue with us, tell us in the comments or hit us up on YouTube. We love hearing your hot takes. Thank you.
Don't forget to subscribe, share with your movie-loving friends, and join us next time for more Nollywood gist and giggles. Until then,